You are not about to like this one because it goes against everything you've probably ever been told, but choosing to be a starving artist in pursuit of your dream is quite literally one of the dumbest things you can do. Don't get mad, hear me out. So most people who want to go down some sort of artistic career, whether that be acting, dancing, modeling, singing, photography, whatever, choose to follow the Will Smith plan, which is there is only plan A because plan B just distracts from plan A. Now, I do believe that if you only have a plan A and you go after plan A, like your life literally depends on it, you will probably be more successful and have a higher likelihood of reaching that success than somebody who has a plan B, because he's right. Now your focus is only geared toward one thing. But here's the problem. 99% of people are not cut out to only have a plan A. And if you're watching this video, you're probably in that 99%. And that's okay, I'm in the 99%. I'm actively executing plan B. And as someone whose corporate resume consists of the #1 social media company, a Big 4 consulting firm, the #2 global music recording group, and who has appeared in television shows, dance and music videos for some of your favorite artists, and performed at Coachella, I'd say I'm doing just fine. Now, the lie that most plan A only people tell themselves is that pursuing some other career that is going to give you the financial freedom and stability to live a peaceful life is going to require too much effort and time and is going to distract from their plan A. So what do most plan A only people end up doing? They end up going and getting some silly job like working at a restaurant or folding clothes in a retail store so they can have the flexibility to go to auditions and work on their craft outside of work. Okay, so here's the giant glaring problem with that everybody seems to overlook. That silly job that is paying you minimum wage, that you are way too smart and capable to be working, is gonna require just as much time from you in the day as a 9-to-5 would that would actually pay your bills, reducing a lot of your stress and freeing up your creative mind to go work on what you actually care about. And that flexibility you think you have is not actually as flexible as you think it is, because what happens when an audition comes up? Oh, suddenly you gotta find somebody to trade shifts with. Your manager, who thinks that this job is the most important thing on the face of the planet, is upset with you for wanting to take off to go to an audition. You're stressed out and tired after work because you've spent all day dealing with annoying customers who think they are the most important thing on the planet, and now you somehow gotta go find the time, energy to pour into your craft. Meanwhile, if you would have just taken a corporate job, when something comes up, you can take PTO. No questions asked. Most corporate jobs are also remote now, so you can be at home all day preserving your energy instead of having it being drained by annoying people that you don't like, so that this way, when you log off, you're excited to go train. We also all know that training costs $1 zillion. How are you going to afford to train and do workshops and intensives if you can barely pay your bills? And let's not even talk about the toll that financial stress has on the impact of your art. I don't know about you, but when I start needing to book a job for money, I'm gonna speak in the context of dance right now, I'm a dancer. I perform so much better at auditions, I perform so much better in class when I'm going to book a job, but I don't need the job. I'm not gonna get evicted if I don't get this job because I can't pay my rent. I can now dance from a place of freedom. I can dance from a place of presence and genuine gratitude to be here and be in the room and show who I am. I'm not dancing from a place of, oh my God, please hire me, please hire me because I need this job so bad. That energy is palpable and it is a repellent. People don't like to hire people that they feel are desperate for anything. And you don't perform your best when you are performing from a place of desperation. You don't create your best when you are creating from a place of desperation. When you can psychologically trick yourself to lower the stakes because it is now not life and death or homelessness or not, you can perform better and you'll also probably enjoy the process a lot more. Now, if you're somebody who has saved up for 1.5 years, who can quit their job and go after plan A full force with no distractions, no financial stress, nothing, great. That's the way to go. You'll obviously be more successful than anybody else. However, like I said, 99% of us can't afford to do that. Most of us gotta figure out some way to pay the bills and to keep living life in between whatever our payment for creative endeavors is. And all of this is not to say that there will never be challenges or conflicts that you have to navigate. Just like with any other job, you will have to navigate challenges sometimes. It does make you a little more selective because you have a little more to lose. There have been things that I have turned down because I'm like, it's not worth it to me to leave my 6-figure job to go dance for this unknown artist on this janky tour where I'm probably not gonna be taken care of at all for 2 weeks, making $200 a day just to say that I did it. But I don't see that as an issue because that's not anywhere on my dream list of jobs that I'm trying to accomplish when it comes to dance. And of course, there comes a point where I might find so much success that I do have to choose. I will be at a crossroads and I will have to make a decision. But the reality of my situation and the reality of most people pursuing some sort of artistic endeavor is that I am not at that crossroads yet. You probably are not at that crossroads yet either. And you are just out here suffering, being broke and poor for literally no reason. If you are consistently booked, then great. This message is not for you. Keep doing what you are doing. But if you're not, and you're only working here and there, it may be time to consider getting a higher paying job so you can get yourself out of struggle, which actually will help you accomplish your dreams faster because now you have money to film your creative visuals. You have money to bring some of your visions to life without people needing to hire you in order to do it. You have money to sign up for the trainings that you want to go to. You have money to rent studio space to practice your craft. And I know all of this because I have tried it. I sat in a silly job that was going nowhere for 5 years because I was convinced that it made it easier for me to pursue my creative endeavors. But the thing I didn't consider, and I think the biggest thing that affects you negatively when you choose to do that, is that you cannot feel useless, unmotivated, frustrated all day in a job that is way beneath you and then think you're magically gonna find motivation at the end of the day. That is not how it works. When you are in an environment where you are consistently being pushed, you are being challenged intellectually, creatively, at work, for most of the hours of the day, that effect trickles over into your personal life. An object in motion stays in motion. That momentum sticks with you, and the reverse is true. When you are being underutilized and just kind of feel about yourself all day at work, you're gonna feel about yourself at the end of the day too. Staying in any negative environment that dulls your sparkle is going to hurt you way more than any of the ways that you are lying to yourself, telling you that it's helping. And the biggest thing with all of this is that when you are pursuing a second career instead of a silly job that is beneath you, you are building valuable skills that you can actually use in other areas of your life. And you are gifting yourself financial freedom so you can actually be an artist and not a starving one.